I'm Kelsey McNair from North Park Beer Company. Here's your craft beer and brewing tip of the week. When we're thinking about hops and selecting hops for these beers, there's all kinds of decisions that we need to make. Our approach is generally to not single hop a whole lot of things. If we do, we're going to use maybe a whole range of hop products or different growing regions of that hop variety, create more range, complexity, nuance, and ultimately a saturation level that makes it fully saturated. We know that certain hops are going to express stone fruit, certain hops are going to have maybe more of a cannabis character. Our Southern Hemisphere hops are going to have all kinds of different types of tropical fruit, gooseberries and Sauvignon Blanc grapes and nectarines and just all kinds of cool things. And that's what I think is one of the most exciting things about all hoppy beer styles, is that you can take a platform and some thoughts and ideas and pick some hops and create something new every single week. And you can be putting together new recipes all the time and creating all kinds of fun flavor experiences for your guests to enjoy. The first part is hops have to be in really good condition. Hopefully you've had the privilege of going and selecting them and going through that process. It's like going to the farmer's market. You've been able to put your hands on the goods, you've got a feel for them, you've looked at them, you've seen what shape they were in before they went through the pelletizing process, any processing that's being done. And then when they arrive, they're still similar to how they were when you rubbed them at selection. And then you get to use them for that year, and then you go through it again the next time. We've agonized over the other details, so we want to make sure that these hops are in top form and stored well. Mitigating exposure of your hop products to oxygen, especially if they're going to be dry hopped. We're generally a whole bag only when it comes to dry hopping. We don't like to have open bags. And if we do, and we plan to dry hop with those, we absolutely purge and vacuum seal them so that they're going to be in great shape next time we go to use them. When we're evaluating hops at selection, this is where it all starts. We're usually presented with several lots, and we'll break those up, really work into them and get them heated up and expose them to the atmosphere, let them sit on the table for a little while. We're evaluating them at the start, the end, and just making sure that we're judging them and kind of getting an understanding at this point of what might flash off. It's like sometimes you might rub some hops and you're getting a character that might be slightly off, but otherwise it was like super high tone, really nice. You might do that with all of the hops on the table, and then you come back to that one and you might find that the things that weren't so great are no longer present. And so kind of getting an understanding of what could go away, that's an important thing to consider. It's the things like we tend to not select for things that have excessive onion and garlic, because when you dry hop with those, they tend to stick around. Probably flash off more in the boil, but as we'll talk about more in the processes, we're not heavily boiling a lot of hops here that we're trying to get aroma out of. So we tend to select more for fruit, tropical fruit, citrus, berries, depending on the variety, that really fruit forward character, and try and leave the other things behind. I know there's a lot of brewers that a little sweat sock and OG is going to be something that they favor, but I think with our methods, it doesn't work quite as well for us. When we do get these hops in hand and we finally put them through a brew for the first time, we might find that they do express a little bit differently, or some of the characters that were positive don't translate all the way through. And now we have to make some decisions about, okay, well, we thought that we were going to get all this citrus out of this, but instead we got more of a stone fruit expression or something like that. And now that's just packed away as a data point. And when we go to attack the next recipe, we can put something else in there with it that kind of helps it along into the shape that we were going for. To learn more about putting fully saturated flavor in hoppy beer styles, click the link below.